Well, Timeless 3 from Fabfilter, it's been out for a little bit and the consensus is that it is a winner. Now, since I'm primarily a guitar player, I thought I would take a look at it from the perspective of the guitar and share with you 3 reasons why I think Timeless 3 is a killer delay plugin for guitar. That's what I'm talking about today. I'm the Lonely Rocker. This is I Don't Have a Band, and welcome to my home studio. For me, it's always an event when Fabfilter releases another plugin. I mean, a lot of time, care, and effort goes into each and every release. I mean, they're a top shelf developer and they certainly have a standard to uphold, and Timeless 3 is no exception. It is loaded with new features. I could spend an hour talking about it, but today we're going to focus on 3 reasons why I think this is a great delay plugin for guitar. So let's not waste any more time and jump into reason number 1. Yes, Timeless 3 is a modulation monster. Now, why am I talking about modulation? This is a delay plugin. Well, using the delay parameters, you can create some really great modulation effects. Now, when I think of modulation for guitar, I'm thinking of chorus, flanger, perhaps some tremolo. But with Timeless 3, there's so many editable options. You can create some really unique sounds and really take your modulation effects to the next level. Let's listen to a couple of examples. To understand how to create killer modulation effects, I'll give you a basic overview of the plugin. It all starts with these controls in the middle. You've got your standard delay time, feedback, and wet-dry mix. New to Timeless 3 is the effects section with a series of effects like drive, lo-fi, diffuse, dynamics, and pitch. Any of these can be turned on and blended to taste, but we're talking about modulation. What makes Timeless 3 such a modulation powerhouse is the modulation section. You can create an endless number of patterns with different engines like the XLFO and envelope generator. Plus, any patterns you choose can be fully customized. To create a unique shimmer, I utilized the XLFOs and connected them to the various effects and delay parameters. Let's take a listen. I'm sometimes jealous of synthesizers because of the way you can twist and mangle the sound. Well, Timeless 3 brings that opportunity to guitar players. Now, whether you're mixing guitars, you can take a boring guitar pattern and create something interesting, or perhaps you're creating your own guitar parts. You've got the opportunity to construct very interesting rhythmical patterns and things you wouldn't typically do as a guitar player to create some real uniqueness in your parts. Let's take a listen. Another new feature to Timeless 3 is the ability to create unique rhythms with the tap editor. Unlike a typical delay where you set your delay time either by musical intervals or milliseconds, which you can do here as well, but you can draw custom patterns. This makes Timeless 3 more like an instrument, giving you compositional features within the plugin. Also, by adjusting the left and right spectrum and varying the intensities of different parameters, you can really customize the delay. Add in some modulation effects on top and you can create some stellar movement in your tracks. Let's see what Timeless 3 can do to this simple guitar part. I'm often asked if we should be EQing our reverbs and our delay effects, and my answer to that is an emphatic yes. Now what's cool about Timeless 3 is they've integrated an EQ right inside this delay plugin. So this allows you to shape and create really unique, crazy delay effects, but you can EQ it and carve space for it so it sits better in your mix and really minimizes the number of plugins you need to shape the tone you seek. Let's take a listen. EQing effects like reverbs and delays generally means busing your tracks to a submaster, applying your effects there, then adding an EQ. With Timeless 3, there's a baked-in EQ. It's almost a mini Pro Q3. This allows you to enhance features of your effects and filter out unwanted frequencies to help your tracks sit better in the mix and to really accentuate the parts of the effect you want to hear. Let's play around and see how it alters the delay effect in this next example. Well, there you have my 3 reasons why I think Timeless 3 is a killer plugin for guitar. I mean, I could talk about more features, but this video would be about 2 hours long. But I just love all the different opportunities to create movement and shapes and colors that I typically haven't been able to do that easily. And I love the fact that you've got EQ incorporated inside the plugin. It just minimizes the number of plugins you need to put into your chain, and that always helps. But don't take my word for it. I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can check out Timeless 3 for yourself. And if you do, well, let me know in the comments. Well, if you're new to the channel, I hope I've earned a subscribe. I've got a ton of content on this channel, a lot of it revolving around this home studio, geared to the home studio enthusiast and the home recording musician, with videos to hopefully help make your home studio life better. So perhaps you can just click that subscribe button and come along for the ride. If you really want to support this channel, I am on Patreon. Links to everything I've discussed and some things I haven't are in the description below. And above all else, I hope I'll see you again in another video. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And please like, subscribe, and ring that bell to stay up to date. Remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll. There are a lot of great musical projects you can do by yourself, right from your own home. I hope to see you again next time.